Hey everyone, I wanted to start this new True Rebel video looking at a little conversation that we showed you in another video that two friends have with one another.
Hey, yo, what's up, loser?
Not much, idiot. How was your weekend?
Good, 'cause I didn't see you.
Oh, shut up.
You know, in that video we talked a little bit about how friends talk to one another like this because they're conditioned to, they learn to. It's kind of like the social rules, an unwritten rule book that exists. But today I want to talk to you guys about another reason that we talk to our friends like that, and that is because of fear, because we're afraid. Now, I know that that sounds a little weird and sounds a little crazy, and you're like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? I'm not afraid of my friends. But I just want you guys to consider for a second, what would happen if we had an interaction with our friends that looked like this? Let's say that my friend comes up to me in the morning and is like, yo, what's up, idiot? And my response is, yo, man, like, why do you gotta call me an idiot for? That really hurts my feelings. Now, I know that that's probably something that you would never do. But probably my friend would respond something like, yo man, I'm just joking around, what's your problem? I know he's joking around. I know he doesn't mean to hurt my feelings. See, he called me an idiot, and now he's asking me what my problem is. And you know something? That makes sense. Because he's just following the rules. He's doing what everybody else does. He's interacting the way that he's been taught to interact. I'm actually the one breaking the rules. I'm the one stepping outside. I'm the one saying, hey, that hurts my feelings. See, if I just learned to call him an idiot back, everything would be fine and things would just go on like normal. But I didn't. I broke the rules. But at the same time, I'm telling the truth. I don't like being called an idiot. I don't like being called a loser. I mean, some of us have learned that we don't care or that we're not supposed to care. But I don't like getting called an idiot or a loser. But I'm not gonna tell him that. I'm not gonna tell my buddy that, because if I do, then I'm the weird one. I'm the loser. I'm the one who can't take a joke, and I'm too sensitive and taking things too seriously. So the thing is that we learn to call each other idiot and call each other losers back and all of that kind of stuff. Not because it's fun, not because it's funny, and not only even just because we're conditioned to it. We learn to do it because if we step outside the rules, we're the weird one, we're the strange one, and we get made fun of. And that is all about fear. Let's take a look at another scenario. Two guys, they come into a school on a Monday morning, they're surrounded by a group of friends, and they have a conversation that sounds like this. Hey, yo, man, what's up? How was your weekend? Yeah, it was good. You know, I didn't see you around though. Nah, man, you know what? I had some stuff going on the weekend, but I thought about you on the weekend too, man. You know what? You're a really good friend. Hey, man, you're a good friend too. I love you. Now take some time to calm down. I want to ask you guys a serious question. How is the group of friends going to react to this conversation? To them, it's strange and weird and sounds different. It's not the way that friends normally talk to one another. And if you think about it, you know that these two guys are probably going to get made fun of pretty quickly. Probably wouldn't be able to time how quickly someone is going to call these guys gay. Some people tell me that no one's going to want to hang out with them anymore, that they're going to kind of be rejected and ostracized a little bit. I've even had people tell me that they're going to get beat up. Let me tell you part of the problem there. I said that they were surrounded by a group of friends. I used the word friends, and still no one hesitates to know that these guys are going to get made fun of and rejected and maybe even beat up by their friends. What does this word friends even mean? See, I don't think the biggest problem with bullying in our schools happens from some big guy in the lunchroom pounding on the little guys for milk money. I think that the biggest problem we have with bullying in our schools and in our neighborhoods happens from friend to friend to friend. If you step outside the lines, if you act differently, if you say things that we don't normally say, you're going to get made fun of, you're going to get ridiculed, you're going to get rejected. And why? Why do they get made fun of? Why do they get rejected? Why would they get beat up? Why? Because they were nice to one another? Because they were friendly to one another? Oh, is it because the one guy said I was thinking about you? Yo, you ever been out with friends and noticed that one of your friends isn't there? Guess what? You were thinking about them. Why? Because one of them said that he loved the other one? See, I always think that this is interesting. It's interesting to ask a group of guys about this word love. Asking the guys to raise their hand if they love their friends. Typically, there's a couple of guys who raise their hand up right away, sometimes because they think it's the right answer. But the majority of the guys do something like this. Scoping the room, checking it out, seeing if it's okay. And a lot of them will end up raising their hand, which just proves my point. We're kind of seeing what's the rules here, what's okay, what's socially acceptable. We never get asked this question whether or not we love our friends. So we're confused and we need to check it out. We bounce it off of our friends just by looking at everyone else's reaction and responses. Some other people, their hands stay down and I get asked lots of questions. Yo, like, what do you mean, man? Like, love them how? Yo, like, I like them, I like my friends, but love? Or people will say, yo, I love them like a friend. You know what I mean? Like a friend, I love them. I like to follow that question up by asking the guys in the room, raise your hand if you love your mom. A completely different reaction. Almost all the guys' hands shoot up right away in the air, no problem. Nobody looks around. Yo, man, is this okay? Is it all right if I love my mom? I gotta check with everyone? And I never get asked any questions. No one's ever asking, yo, like, what do you mean, man? Like, love her how? Or, yo, I like my mom, I like her, but love? And nobody ever says, yo, I love her like a mom, man. Let's get that straight, like a mom, I love her. I get it, it's cool. I'm glad you guys raise your hand that you love your mom. And I'm really glad that you have an example of love in your life that has nothing to do with romance. See, the thing is, when I ask you if you love your mom, you don't have any questions. You don't think that I'm asking, do you want to be romantic with your mom? You don't think I'm asking, do you want to make out with your mom? Now you think I'm really weird. But see, I don't think I'm the weird one. For some reason, when I ask the question about your friends, we get it all twisted and we're not sure and we get all critical and we're all wondering what I mean. Guys, I asked you if you love your friends, not if you wanted to take them out on a date. These are different things, and that's important to realize. Love and romance are not the same thing. Love and sex are not the same thing. So I want to ask you guys, how did we get so confused about this word love? Where did it all go wrong? And what role does fear play in the way that we're understanding our friendships and the way that we interact with our friends? And we're going to go into it a little bit more and make another video where we talk a little bit more about the girls and the ladies and this word love. And just a little spoiler alert, see, I think when it comes to the word love, I think a lot of our girls think that that's their territory and they have this thing down. But I don't necessarily think that our young ladies are understanding the word love any better than our young men.